Hey there, comic book aficionados. Ever wondered what would happen if the mistress of the elements went toe-to-toe with the queen of the sonic scream? Today, we're diving deep into an epic face-off between Marvel's Storm and DC's Black Canary. We're talking weather manipulation versus sonic devastation. Buckle up, cuz this is gonna be a wild ride. Rocket. Alright, let's kick things off with Storm, aka Aurora Munro. Born to a Kenyan princess and an American photojournalist, Aurora's lineage is as rich as her powers are impressive. After a tragic accident left her orphaned at just 5 years old, she wandered from Cairo's bustling streets to the serene plains of the Serengeti. By the time Professor Xavier recruited her into the X-Men, she wasn't just surviving, she was worshipped as a goddess. With the ability to control the weather, it's kind of easy to see why. Throughout her journey, Storm has evolved from a fierce thief to one of the most formidable leaders in mutant history. She's led the X-Men, the Morlocks, and even stepped into the political arena with the Avengers and Wakanda. Switching gears to Black Canary, we've got Dinah Laurel Lance. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The Black Canary mantle is a legacy title. Dinah follows in the footsteps of her mother, Dinah Drake, the original Black Canary. Growing up in the shadow of a legendary crime fighter, Dinah was trained from a young age to kick butt and take names. Her journey took her from street-level vigilante work to being a key player in heavy-hitting teams like the Justice League and the Birds of Prey. She's not just a pretty face with a powerful voice, she's a tactical genius and one of the DC Universe's finest martial artists. So, let's break down what Storm brings to the table. First off, weather manipulation isn't just about making it rain on someone's parade. She has complete control over atmospheric phenomena. We're talking tornadoes, hurricanes, blizzards, you name it, she can conjure it. Need a lightning bolt accurate to the nanosecond? Storm's got you covered. But wait, there's more. She can fly by riding wind currents, giving her incredible mobility in combat. Her mutant powers also grant her a psychic bond with the Earth itself, letting her sense disturbances on a planetary scale. Now, Black Canary might not control the elements, but don't underestimate her. Her signature move is the Canary Cry, a sonic scream capable of shattering metal, knocking out foes, and even stopping bullets. It's not just loud, it's precisely controlled, allowing her to target specific frequencies and intensities. Beyond her meta-human abilities, Dinah is a master martial artist. Trained in multiple fighting styles, she's taken down opponents much stronger than herself through skill alone. Her tactical mind makes her a natural leader and a formidable opponent. So, who's got the edge here? Storm's strengths lie in her vast and versatile powers. She can affect the environment on a global scale, and her abilities can be both offensive and defensive. Her control over electromagnetic fields adds another layer, potentially disrupting technology or even other energy-based powers. Black Canary's strengths are her versatility and adaptability. The Canary Cry is lethal, but combined with her combat skills, she becomes a dual threat. She's taken down metahumans, outsmarted villains, and held her own against some of the toughest characters in the DC universe. But nobody's perfect, right? Storm's primary weakness is her claustrophobia, a result of being buried alive as a child. In tight spaces, her anxiety can hinder her powers. Moreover, her emotional state directly affects her control over the weather. If she's agitated, things can get unpredictable. Black Canary, on the other hand, is still human. Despite her peak condition, she's susceptible to injuries that would affect any person. Overusing her Canary Cry can strain her vocal cords and potentially leave her vulnerable. Plus, while she's a master tactician, she doesn't have the raw power that Storm commands. Alright, let's set the stage. Imagine an open urban environment, a cityscape with plenty of verticality but also open skies. Neutral ground where neither has a home field advantage. They cross paths due to a classic superhero misunderstanding. Maybe they're both tracking the same villain and mistake each other for an enemy. They size each other up. Storm, hovering slightly off the ground, eyes glowing white. Black Canary adopts a fighting stance, assessing Storm's abilities. Storm might start by testing the waters, literally, summoning a localized rainstorm to obscure visibility. Black Canary, ever the strategist, uses the environment to her advantage, taking cover and looking for an opening. Storm escalates, sending bolts of lightning towards Canary. But Dinah isn't easily caught. Using her agility, she dodges and weaves through the onslaught. Then, she unleashes her Canary cry, aiming to disrupt Storm's concentration. The sonic waves slam into Storm, but here's where Storm's energy perception comes in. She senses the sonic vibrations and begins to counteract them by manipulating air pressure and wind patterns. Fed up, Storm summons a massive tornado, aiming to lift Black Canary off the ground. But Dinah, being the badass she is, uses her Canary cry at its maximum intensity to create a sonic counterwave, disrupting the tornado's structure. The clash of elemental forces is massive. Windows shatter, buildings tremble, and both heroines are pushed to their limits. In the end, it could go either way. If Storm can maintain her range and keep Canary at bay, she might overwhelm her with sheer power. But if Black Canary can get in close quarters, her combat skills and sonic attacks could give her the edge. Comparative analysis. Power versatility. Storm's powers are undeniably broader. She can attack, defend, and manipulate the battlefield on a massive scale. Black Canary's abilities are more focused but highly effective. Experience and training. Both have extensive experience. Storm has led teams into battle against global threats. Canary has operated both solo and in teams, often taking down foes above her weight class. Adaptability. Black Canary might have the upper hand here. Her career has been about adapting to adversaries with various powers. Environment plays a significant role. In an area where Storm can't fully unleash without collateral damage, she might hold back. Black Canary, being accustomed to urban settings, could exploit this hesitation. So, who takes the crown in this showdown? Considering Storm's ability to manipulate the environment on a grand scale and her capacity for both ranged and close combat through elemental manipulation, she might have a slight edge. But hold on, Black Canary's tactical brilliance and precise attacks can't be dismissed. In a straight-up brawl without time for Storm to summon large-scale weather effects, Canary could potentially outmaneuver and outsmart her. In a prolonged battle where both can utilize their full range of abilities, I'd lean towards Storm clinching the victory. But in a quick, tactical strike, Black Canary could pull off an upset. At the end of the day, both Storm and Black Canary are absolute powerhouses in their own rights. Whether it's commanding the very skies or shattering barriers with a single scream, these women show that strength comes in many forms. Thanks for sticking around, folks. It's debates like these that make the comic world so exciting. Remember, this is just one take on an epic matchup. What do you think? Could Black Canary's sonic skills topple Storm's elemental might? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more geeky showdowns. Big shout out to all our supporters and comic enthusiasts who make discussions like this possible. Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes content and sneak peeks at upcoming videos. Links are in the description. And if you're itching for more, check out our video on Scarlet Witch vs. Zatanna, Magic Unleashed. Catch you all next time. Scissor.